The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. It's the home of the Jazz here in Utah.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Taj Gibson is out there with Gobert. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Paul George. And it's Wiggins in at the 2. Conley dishes to Cauley-Stein. The shot will not fall. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They got the league's largest fan base, both in the U.S. and globally.
Conley with it. Passes it to Butler. Left side Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. The Lakers with the ball. We're about 1 minute into the first. Dragic the pass to Wiggins. Knocks down the 3-ball. Wiggins has got 5.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Well, you know, it's still early, partner, but that's what we're seeing so far, and we know what he can do on one of his better days. He's hard to handle.
And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Cauley-Stein, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Dragic kicks to George. Wiggins outside. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Conley dishes to Ingles. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Back to George. Gobert the screen. George with the ball. Butler covering. No good from Dragic.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Butler against Dragic. The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Cauley-Stein in the post. Defended by Gobert. Here's Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Conley's got his first points of the night.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
You got that right, Greg. I mean, he is very solid on that mid-range jumper. It's pretty wet when he gets it going.
Gobert the pass to George. Wiggins kicks to Dragic. Here's Gobert. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Utah trailing here. Here's Conley. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gibson against Gasol. Connects on the 9-footer. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Dragic dishes to George. Ingles with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Chalk up 2 there.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Outside Dragic. Dishes it to Gibson. He kicks it to Gobert. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Utah leading. Now Conley. The feed to Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Gobert. Dragic with it. Conley picks him up. And Gobert kicks to George. Back to Gobert. The pass to Gibson. To the middle. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So Utah ends up going with a new group. Gibson setting a pick for George. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
Rose passes to Gallinari. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
One thing that Gallinari brings to the table is his ability to line up effectively at either forward spot. Can act as a stretch four, if you will, with his height and still bother other power forwards. Very efficient shooter at the 4 position when he gets minutes there. Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Olynyk has the open look. Offline with his 3. And Greg, talking about the advantage of a guy like Gallinari, other 4s often don't know how to match up with him, especially with his willingness to attack the hoop on the bounce.
Great point. A big part of the bonus we get from Gallinari is just having the flexibility with lineups. I mean, his coach can mix and match how they deploy him depending upon what team they're facing. And he's also improved his rebounding. I mean, to help play more effectively, I believe, at the 4.
Dragic with a wide open look. They get it back.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Rose against Dragic. Outside Rose. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Miles dishes to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Outside Dragic. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, George has a pretty quiet way about it. He's not a very demonstrative guy, and I think that's appealing. He kind of lets the game come to him and lets his game do his talking.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Utah's on defense. It's a 3-point game. Russell kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the 3-pointer. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Rose, he feeds it to Favors. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play.
What's that?
It's on Tyson Chandler.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Lakers trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Russell passes to Kanter. Back to Russell. Lakers passing it around. And Beverly kicks to Chandler. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Back to Chandler. Feeds it to Ariza. Lets it fly. Rebound, Utah. Here's Rose.
And Rose not always focused on creating contact, but with his physical gifts, a lot of times he leaves the defense no choice.
The Jazz have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Here's Russell with the 3, and the release was before the buzzer. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Favors is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Gallinari in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, all of us saw Paul George's compound fracture playing for Team USA. It was one of the most devastating on-court injuries we've seen. But he's back now, and he says it put everything in perspective. That this game can be gone at any second. I've got to enjoy this ride, enjoy this journey. I'm much more happy. I just see things in a different light now. Evan?
Yep, great to have him back in action, D.A. Thank you.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Beverly dishes to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
The kick out to Rose. Miles with it. Russell's there. Favors. Olynyk in the corner. Here's Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead, and in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Here's Ariza. Great D that time from Favors.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Rose passes to Olynyk. Back to Rose. To the inside. And that one is off. Nice D from Chandler. Here's Ariza. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Jazz leading by 7. And Olynyk kicks to Gallinari. Rose in the post, defended by Beverly. Miles, that's good.
The way Miles shoots from outside is why he's such a valuable player. He's just downright a laser from the perimeter.
Here's Beverly out to Chandler. Up top, Kanter. No good off the front iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Rose dishes to Favors. Back to Rose. shoots. Offensive rebound. Gallinari outside. And Miles kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Favors. Stolen by Cantor. And it's Ariza in the corner. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's his first foul. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Russell passes to Chandler. And it's Miles with the rebound. Jazz leading by 10. Outside Rose. Takes it off the glass. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Outside Russell. To the paint. Looking to end the run. Here's Beverly. The Lakers rebound. Kicks it out to Ariza. Here's the three. Gallinari with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Dragic. Good on the baseline, Jay.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Start it.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Conley against Dragic. Here's Cauley-Stein, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz. Dragic kicks to Gobert. Outside, George. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Jazz leading by 12. Outside Conley. To the left wing. Here's Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Dragic against Butler. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Gasol with the steal. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Inside. Gasol dishes to Cauley-Stein. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
And he can't hit the second. Lakers trail by 14. Outside Dragic. No good. Shot missing. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Outside Conley. Kicks it to Gasol. The dish now to Cauley-Stein. The Jazz with another miss.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Wiggins passes to Dragic. Lakers passing it around. Gasol with the steal. Utah calls timeout. Derek Favors checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. 34 seconds left now here in the second. And here is Conley. Favors with a screen on Dragic. Conley kicks to Favors. Butler from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got 5.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yeah, that's a great call by you, Greg. You're right on top of it. He's a player that knows exactly how to seek out that jugger.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to 14 points again thanks to the basket from Paul George. Outside Conley.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
First trip to the line for him here.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And through the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. And that'll do it.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game for Favors. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. They've got Paul George. Dragic is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
One shot.
It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Butler attacking. For Utah, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for
Utah, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
And so Butler nails both of them. Lakers trail by 15. Outside Dragic. On the wing, Wiggins. Inside, here's George. And George with this stuff.
Well, when you start counting the ways that George can score, it's really impressive. There's so many different things he does to get the ball in the basket. And when you're defending him, it's really a matter of picking your poison.
Butler kicks to Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Dragic with it. Conley picks him up. Nobody near George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it. You know, last season, Paul George returning with a vengeance. I mean, The season prior largely lost to that catastrophic broken leg he suffered when playing with the USA national team. The kind of injury that you didn't want to look at more than once if you decided to look at it at all.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Dragic dishes to George. Wiggins outside. Back to George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Jimmy Butler. And Paul George occasionally will play some power forward in smaller lineups. Certainly has the length for that position.
Yes, that's exactly right. And he's an excellent rebounder. Particularly on the defensive board. He does have a pretty slender frame, but, you know, depending on the matchups, he usually gains more offensively than he gives up defensively.
Jazz leading by 13. Conley the pass to Cauley-Stein. He dishes it to Ingles. Gasol's in the post, working on Gibson. And Gasol gets it to go.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
Outside Dragic. Plenty of space. Rebound Utah.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
The Jazz have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And the free throw, no good. Lakers trail by 17. Wiggins with it. Butler covering. Wiggins kicks to Gibson. And there's the foul. Goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Conley against Dragic. Gasol kicks to Conley. They double-team Conley. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Butler. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Not much you can do against Paul George on the drive. I mean, he's got great length and he knows how to use it, and he gets exactly where he wants to.
Gasol a screen. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Butler attacking, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Some changes for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 15. Cantor with a screen on Butler. Over in the corner, Beverly. Here's Chandler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Utah.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Favors with a screen on Ariza. Three-pointer, Butler, good on the three-point shot. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
And Chandler throws it down.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Butler on the way. He's guarded by Russell. Shot's good from Butler. Butler's got 12 in the game.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Yeah, it's just been far too soft. Not much fight being shown by the defense there. And, boy, that's hard to watch, quite honestly.
Ariza with the buckets.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
Jazz leading by 15. Outside Conley. Favors sets the pick for Conley. Butler in the corner. Chandler with the rebound. Lakers trail by 15. Ariza dishes to Russell. The second chance effort rejected by Gasol. Outside Conley. Gasol, a screen on Beverly. Conley, the pass to Butler. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Jazz leading by 17. Here's Butler. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Beverly kicks to Chandler. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Favors. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And the Jazz call time here.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new grouping. Olynyk is checked in for Gasol. Gallinari comes in for Joe Ingles. C.J. Miles is checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in for Mike Conley. Russell with the bucket.
Getting more comfortable attacking inside is Russell. Nice job, D-Russ.
Beverly against Rose. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. Favors and Derek Favors with the slam.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Now here's Beverly. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Chandler kicks to Beverly. Off target with his 3.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Outside Rose. Favors with a screen on Beverly. Shot clock at 5. And Olynyk kicks to Gallinari. And Utah another 3.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Thaddeus Young. Willie Cauley-Stein.
On its way from Rose. He hits the shot.
Moments make players into stars. Moments make teams legendary. This is my moment. This is my team.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Utah's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Gallinari is out there with Young. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Rose in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Stolen by Beverly. Gallinari against Ariza. Russell dishes to Chandler. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Rose with the ball. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He has 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level. And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
6 on the shot clock. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Chandler a screen. Beverly up top. He's covered by Rose. Here's Ariza. No good off the front iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Rose against Beverly. Rose passes to Gallinari. And Olynyk kicks to Rose. He gets it in there. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Ariza outside. Passes to Kanter. And Beverly kicks to Russell. And that one's on target from the wing.
Wow, that's real nice. I mean, D'Angelo really sets before he gets into his shot. Good use of pace there.
Here's Rose. Chandler with the block. They recover it. Rose dishes to Olynyk. Tries again. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Ariza. Gallinari with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Young with the ball. From the baseline. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Russell kicks to Kanter. Young with the steal. Rose passes to Young. Rose against Beverly. And here's Olynyk from the arc. And no good. Chandler with the defensive effort.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Russell high post. It's Ariza on the wing. Here's Chandler. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Rose against Beverly. Here's Rose. Somehow misses the one-handed flush.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
From deep, Miles. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Derek Favors checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Here's Wiggins. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, as you watch Andrew Wiggins, you can see him start to pick up tricks and figure out how to go at the other great perimeter players. Last season, he pulled a fadeaway on Kobe and actually told him, I stole that from you. That was a great story.
And that's what it takes to become a great scorer in the NBA. All the great wingmen mimic those who came before them. It's necessary to build a great repertoire as a scorer.
Young dishes to Rose. Down low, Favors. Gobert with the block. Pass break, the Lakers. Lakers passing it around. The 3 from George. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got 6 rebounds in the game. Miles with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Favors with the screen. Here's Rose. The kick out to Young from outside the arc. And that's good. C.J. Miles for 3.
Miles really remarkably quick in terms of how he fires right after he gets a pass. No time to waste with him.
Gibson setting a pick for Wiggins. On the wing, George. Inside Leaner. And slam dunk by Gobert.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Dragic against Rose. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th. Shoots a fader. Again, Favors missing.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Derek Favors. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Gallinari. But he recovers it. Dishes it to Miles. Over in the corner, Rose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Coming onto the floor for your
17 seconds left in the 4th. Gobert, the screen. George against Gallinari. The shot. The shot. No good. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Mark, it seemed like you guys came out early, you wanted to jump on him, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Derek Favors. Tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around.
There are a lot of fantastic power forwards in today's NBA. And let me tell you, Derek Favors is right there among them. And there are nights like this when he even stands above that crowd. His offensive game is extremely well-rounded. He's solid all around.
Listen, he played some hard-charging basketball tonight, fellas. He didn't need an invitation to the party. He was going to bum rush the door. Some guys just hang out on the outside of the party, but not him. He said, no, I'm not just going to hang on the perimeter. I'm getting to the hole, baby.
That's going to do it for our broadcasting.